Hello, my name is Alfred Wright. I'm a senior account manager over here at Finmax and one of the head analysts. I hope everybody can hear me well. If you can hear me well, please put plus in the chat box or from 1 to 5 based on the sound quality. And I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend and good holiday. And we will begin shortly. Just want everybody to join. Everybody already be tuned in, and we'll begin in around 1 to 2 minutes. In the meantime, I just have TradingView open. We're gonna do some slide analysis. It's past holidays. Most countries right now have Boxing Day still, and this week today there'll be possible to trade on some assets. I'll just do some overall overall analysis on the basic currencies, and also on some stocks. All right. All right. Let's see. Just wait for everybody to join. I think we can begin. Alright, so just again, my name is Alfred Wright, senior account manager at head analyst, and let's start with just some basic news that are happening this week. There's not a lot. There's 3 events that are happening for the US dollar. Now, Tuesday today at 15:00, so 3 p.m. GMT, we have the CB consumer confidence, right? So let's see, is it, yeah? Or is it? There you go. Consumer confidence. Now, it's highly important. It predicts, the consumer spending. It's a major role in the economic activity. So we're looking forward for that. My time is not set here. Let me just put it for GMT. There you go. All right, and tomorrow, Wednesday, at 15:00 as well GMT, we're looking at pending home sales for the month of November. It's still very important, the name says it for itself. It's the pending home sales that have not been sold yet, and they're waiting, for the contract or whatever. And lastly, Thursday, something we always wait for is the crude oil inventory. So obviously we are excited for that as well. It's a great way to finish off the week, since Friday we have United Kingdom New Year's Eve early close at 12:30, and the rest is not as highly important events. However, since it's also Friday before New Year's, I don't think there will be much movement as well. So those are the basic events that are happening this week. We also have a new addition to the search section. We have cryptocurrencies have their own section now. They're not in the currency section, so it's easier to find them now. You can find easily Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple, and them against each other. All right, and this is pretty much it. I wanted to look at a bit at some technical analysis of some of the biggest currencies as well, and I'll look a bit into stocks additionally. Now let's start off with Euro US dollar. It's as everybody knows, one of the highest, one of the most popular currency pairs here. We're looking at based on some technical view on this, it looks like it's still going to go up a bit up to this area right here, and already looking from there it's going to drop. See, like around here, and then we're going to go low. So pretty simple. Let's look a bit closer view. So for 1 hour it opened up. Looks like it's still going to be going forward. High. And let's look at a closer view. Now since it was the holidays, and there is not much movement as well. As you can see, we're not looking at something major to happen. It's still being very slow. You can see there's not much movement for now. However, I suggest to just let it move a bit more, let the day start, and then there'll be some more high volatility, especially during the event that's happening today, so in a couple hours. Let's go look at GBP USD. Now, it's for technical point of view, it's still in between my two support levels, so and it's not, it doesn't show much movement for the RSI as well. Spread this one out a bit. As you can see, it's becoming more stable. My suggestion would be to wait where it goes. If it goes below which direction it'll head today, and that'll determine the direction it will take for the middle of the week at least. So if it's starting to go down, it'll reach around this level right here, so 1.332, and then it's going to go upwards, and vice versa. If it starts going upwards, it's going to reach this level at 1.345, 346, and then it's going to go downwards. We can see previously in 22nd there's pretty high volatility throughout the day to the end, and now it's again, since it's the 26th, there's not much movement yet. However, like I said, just wait it out and let it move a bit more. So that's what we're looking at. There's not going to be much analysis for the following, so we'll see how the market will react to the following news and to the following days and the movements. Let's look at USD JPY. Now this is I can see something happening a bit more here. Recently, what was it, 21st, it came up to this area and then dropped low. Now what it's expected is for it to keep dropping downwards today. That looks like it's as you can see here, it did reach around here and it started going down. That would be, however, we can see based on technical point of view, there isn't much base for me to understand that it may go upwards or downwards today. So my suggestion would be is to wait it out. If there is a possibility it'll go back up to around here and then keep going downwards. So like again, we'll just have to wait and see. The event might spark its movement to a different direction, so obviously we have to see and wait where it goes. Looking at a closer view, you see here it went exactly up to this line, and it's been slowly going downwards. Let's see on a more technical point of view from here. Let's see. Now, again, like there hasn't been much that's been going on, so I cannot tell exactly. My advice is to let it just move around a bit more and then follow the direction it takes. Consult your account managers for that. Now, I would just wait until the news are released for the consumer confidence for the US dollar, and that would spark some better movement in the currency pair. That would be you can say a safe bet. Now let's see, this is in the way. Euro JPY. Okay, now this is something interesting. You can see that it's slightly above our support level right here. That is, it hasn't been reaching above since September. So it broke above it recently. Okay. Now let's see where we stand above here. It opened up above slightly and it's been moving very slowly. Okay. I mean, yes, we can see that now this is the highest point. Okay. What we're looking at is what we can do here is, let me see, select this point right here. Okay. What I would do in this scenario is go low until the end of the day. This is what it looks like. It doesn't look like it will stay above the support level. As you can see here, it did break it through one day, and the opening, it did go downwards afterwards. It doesn't look like it will stay above the support level. Now my suggestion would be, my suggestion would be to go low for until the end of the day. That would be an excellent position. See right here, we can open one up. Let's open around this amount until the end of the day. I think that would be a really excellent position. Okay, that would be good. Let's look at other pairs now. GBP JPY been an excellent position to open up on Friday to go low until the end of the day. That was perfect. Now you can see the movement. It's recently opened. It could continue now going downwards as well, or it could just slightly be. Again, it's holiday, so there might not be much movement today. However, it could just move back upwards to this support level and break through it. That's what it looks like it's been trying to do for the past 3 days, but haven't done that. Let's look at 15 minutes. Slightly. Okay. I see. Alright, my suggestion for this would be, I think this would be, you'd be in a better area is for it to wait for it to reach up to this level right here, and then to go downwards already. That's what I would be doing in this case. Another, again, wait it out a bit, and there will be a bit more movement, so we can predict the movement a lot better. But right now, my suggestion is just for it to reach our support level, so 1.151.9, and that would be a better entry point for the currency pair. Now let's look at Canadian dollar JPY. Delete. Okay. Very interesting movement. A very interesting currency pair as well. I really enjoy it. Let's see. Okay, I mean, pretty simple currently right now. It's looking like it's going to reach this level right here and then go low afterwards. So if we're looking at that throughout the week, that would be a very good entry point. Regarding today, okay, this looks really interesting. Perfect. That's very good movement. My suggestion would be it reaches around this support level right now, so 89.13, and then you go low for around an hour or so. 15 minutes, 30 minutes would be good. Let's see, 5 minutes. You can, yeah, that would be a very good short position opening. Well, let's see how it moves during this market review, and let's see if it gets to that area. If it does, we can open a really good position. Now, here for one day, USD Swiss franc, another one of my favorite currency pairs. Okay. Now, not much. It's been, what it looks like, it's been dropping down since beginning of December, but again, very long candlesticks. So recently, for a couple of days, it's been going upwards. Today, it's been having a slight decrease in its price. Let's see closer, up more front. Okay, very long Bollinger Bands, very wide. You can see right here. Okay. Let's see now. Perhaps see how it's moving currently. Okay, there's just a new candlestick that opened up. I think you can see. Could continue going low for now. and then potentially go upwards, because it's been having that movement downwards for now. Very good trend. Since here, it would have been a good entry point around this area. Let's see. My suggestion would be to wait for it to drop a bit more downwards and then go upwards, following a new trend. See in around 10 minutes to determine where it would be taking place, because it still potentially can drop a bit lower or bounce around this area right here. See for 1 minute. It's okay. Yeah. My suggestion would be just wait for this a bit more, and then enter at a given place. Again, since there's not much movement to determine the potential outcome. A very interesting situation here for Euro Swiss franc. Now, as we see, it's at a pretty high level right now. Pretty high level since a very long time. Since 2000, what is it, 2015? Okay. Let's see. Don't do much technical analysis for this other than Fibonacci retracements, since the support levels are not much help in this currency, at least from my experience. What I would do is see. You can see there's not much help from the support levels or where you could place one. Okay. Like I said, very interesting scenario. Let's take it from here. Let's open up closer view. Euro Swiss franc. Well, not much movement for now. You can see right here, the Bollinger Bands did become pretty narrow, and now there's a bit better movement that's going on. Let's see what's happening. You can go for short position, perhaps. However, to be more safe throughout this period of time, better for it to start a bit more movement around 2 more hours, and you can see potentially slightly more volatility, you know, to be able to, to figure out a better trend and where the currency is going. This is that would be my suggestion for Euro Swiss franc. GBP Swiss franc, this is again one of I really enjoy trading on this one for a short period of time. As you can see pretty much why that would be. It's a very interesting, very risky as well. However, that adds it's more interesting to analyze in that case. What I would like to see is where it's heading currently. You can see this what's after Brexit, what's been happening. This is the highest point it's been. We actually moved a bit upwards up to here. See currently where we stand for the GBP Swiss franc. It looks like it's been going. It looks like it's going upwards for a couple of days, perhaps. So we're looking at for it to go up a bit more throughout this week. Let's see closer. Okay, we move this upwards a bit. Okay, that's perfect. Okay. Let's see. Perfect. Have a good retracement here. Okay, I can see it's going upwards slightly. Again, not as much movement as I would like there to be. However, we can we can wait this one out as well for it to form a better trend. Now, I suggest would be, let's see, for 1 hour, potentially to drop a bit downwards more and then open for example for 1 to 2 hours until, or for around, not until the end of the day, but for a couple hours, a long-term position high. If it goes down a bit lower here to around this support level, that would be really good entry points. Now let's see, USD Canadian dollar. This is a very perfect scenario right here. It's very close to our support level, as you can see the result of when it came to it since November. Since September it's been below it. Okay, so since November it's been going between these two right here recently as well. So what we wanted to do is reach this area right here, potentially today or tomorrow, maximum by Thursday. I think it will actually reach it by tomorrow at least, and then already started its correction going upwards. So that's where we stand, and that'll be an excellent entry point. So I suggest to keep an eye out for that, for around 1.267 and 268, between those two support levels. Now let's do it like this. Okay, perfect. I see a very good movement. This is very interesting. Now I would open a position up, let's see, for 1 hour, potentially open up for a couple hours. See USD Canadian dollar, let's find it out here, around until 1600 GMT plus 2, so 1400 GMT. And what was I going to say? We're going, yes, to go low until that period of time. I think it would have a good drop for a couple hours, for 3.5 hours. Okay, so when it goes 5.5 hours. Let's go now. We're gonna go back to your JPY, see where we stand currently. As you can see, there was a bit moving in the different direction. Euro Canadian dollar. Again, oh, you can see it's forming slight trend downwards for now, but very long candlesticks, so it's difficult to enter in the beginning, you can say in the morning times currently. So wait perhaps until, as you can see, let's see, as a good example would be closer to the middle of the day when there's a good spike, and to enter until the end of the day in that case scenario already. You can see right here. Now there's not much movement for now, obviously. So you can see the Bollinger Bands are becoming a bit more narrow, so there will be shortly some movement. Okay, okay, just wait this one out. Euro Canadian dollar, also crude oil inventories later on Thursday. There will be some movement against the Canadian dollar in any case scenario, so that will be very perfect. Euro GBP. Nah, again, there's not much movement here. There won't be any movement. Like it's expected. It's Tuesday, like, after Christmas, so we're going to be looking at a bit more events happening, some more reports throughout this week to close off 2017 in good, good blast, good outcome. Some very good news that will happen for us to play some very good trades with a good outcome. Now let's see. Oh, okay, there's still a little. I'll go from here. Let's wait until it comes around this area. Perhaps we'll break through it and go downwards. You can see it's trying to start a trend downwards from here. You can see it's pretty much doing that. And for long-term positions, there isn't much happening. So I suggest for more support, for less risk, is to wait for it to reach this area right here, 0.8875. That'll be an excellent position. Let's quickly look on Euro JPY. Okay, it's been dropping. It's gonna keep dropping for now. USD Canadian dollar, to confirm our position. Okay, it had a slight increase, then it'll potentially keep dropping afterwards. It's a long term, till the end of the day, so there's still time for that. US oil, I mean, been increasing, pretty much what oil does in the past couple of days. So since December, it's been going really good. Again, wait for crude oil inventories for a good area. Now let's see gold. As you saw it, last week I opened up a position for gold until end of Friday. Gold is, that's what it looks like, it's going to be increasing in its price. This is the period of time when gold usually increases. It's the holiday season as well. My suggestion would be to consult your account manager for the perfect position, perfect entry point. That was a very good area between 1268 and 1265, 64. And yeah, right now it's increasing. Perhaps wait for it to drop a bit low to take a position till the end of the week. That'll be a very good area. And let's look a bit at stocks. This is what everybody's interested currently in the past month or so. We have an investment portfolio open to be looking into this closely and more seriously, and taking in 1 to 2 months open positions and making a really good investment into this. Now, like what we're looking at Apple is there's some news circulating, the iPhone X deliveries and the how much were shipped. Let's see, take this away. Currently, it wasn't open, so I want a week. What I would suggest for the stock market to open up later, and once it opens, we will determine where it's heading throughout this week. And already long-term positions will be you would consult your account manager for those. Pretty much the same for all stocks. That's we can judge based on their past performances. However, I would like to see where it currently opens, and then determine the future price of it from that point. There you go. The US dollar currency, as you can see from the voting for the tax reformation, what has happened, and it's going lower from that point. Now that's what we're looking at. We're gonna wait for that to happen. And something I think everybody's been waiting for now to hear about this is Bitcoin. Now, what I've been looking at is this was pretty much the highest area it's been. Between 18 and 20,000. It's 19,600 something. That's the highest it's been. We've been seeing a very fast decrease in its price, especially on Friday. It dropped up to 11,000, was it? Yeah, 11,000. It's very fast decrease. Now there's been around 10% almost increase in its price, and we're looking at for it to at least correct itself a bit more. On that note, I'd like to finish this off, since there again not much is happening currently today. However, we'll see more movement in the market, and from there on we'll determine consult your account managers and wait for the US dollar news on the economic calendar. Check that periodically. And I wish everybody happy holidays, and we'll have another one already starting the new year.